cartooning for you, ASMR style. I hope you guys are well. Um, so I just got done uploading a video, kind of giving you a heads up as to what's going on in the comic strip, and I did some storyboard illustration for you on this, and some of that was cutting. As I do a lot of the times, I don't quite get the whole picture in your view site. So here's your illustration, your illustrations that I did on the video that I uploaded. So sorry about that if I cut some of that off. So getting back to the cartoon, you guys, like I said, I'm going to go ahead and read a little bit of the text and go ahead and fit the illustrations that connect the text to the comic strip. So Sheriff found Chuck flying through the air and said, "Oh, that's the cow that we've been searching for." So they get into the squad car and start chasing them. So it says and stated, a little did Sheriff realize the Spades aliens, Herb and Frank, turned on the attraction beam and thus rendering their ride immobilized. So they're got the pedal to the metal, but they're not going anywhere. And that gives Chuck kind of like a head start to get the heck out of there. So meanwhile, back at base camp, Lola, Jeremiah, and Rooster stay busy holding down the fort and looking after Bill, making sure he didn't get into any mischief. So that's what they're doing now. So this is my comic strip panel that I'm going to be illustrating for you guys. And I'll go ahead and get this scoochied up close for you guys. So that way you're able to see what's going on in the comic strip without having it cut off. I don't mean it to be, but sometimes it happens. Let's see if I can get this done now. Let's see. Yay. Okay, cool. Okay, let me see if I can't get a better visual for you. Hi, you guys. Thank you for hanging out with me today. I'm doing some cartoon in my Super Cows comic strip series. So this is the first panel the storyboard that I'm illustrating for you guys. And what I did is I uploaded a video that kind of explains what's going on in the comic strip. So Veal, we found out that Veal has space cow powers. And so we just found out that he's able to do a lot of things. Well, we don't know how many things that he can do, but so far he can pop in and out and fly. Pop in and out like a genie. So let's go ahead and get this. Let's go ahead and get this comic strip started for you guys. So I hope you guys are well this morning. I'm hoping that you can see this. Oh, you're so sweet. You guys are awesome. I love you back. If you like cartooning and art and illustration as much as I do, you can't be half bad. That's all I have to say. So right now, these guys are making sure Veal stays put. I just found out that he gets into mischief, and so they're trying to make sure, because he's a kid, and if you have kids, you know what kids do. They get into mischief. I taught first grade for a long time, guys, so I have a little bit of experience with kids. And I know that kids, as kids do, they get into kid stuff. I can't believe the stuff that these kids do. Hi, you guys. Thanks for hanging out with me. I love you guys to death. You get me. You get my humor. So I'm hoping that you're keeping up with the comic strip. I just got done uploading a video that I filmed. Not the best video, but nevertheless, video. Kind of give you an idea what's going on in the comic strip, you guys. Jeremiah is perpetually stoned, so he's got the Incredible Munch all the time. So this is Veal. He turned into a super calf. He's a space cow like his mom. And Chuck was given a spacesuit from the aliens, Herb and Frank. And the reason being is they have chosen him to protect the planet from polluters. So their job is to save the planet, make sure no one pollutes the planet. Thanks, you guys. Thanks for getting my humor. It's so funny, you guys. I'm telling you, it's hysterical. I appreciate you guys for coming in and hanging out with me and just checking out the comic strip too. The comic strip is all current, and it can be found on my blog site, mycowjokes.blog. Episode 4 is where you'll find a lot of the content. I'm thinking of turning the episodes into chapters, so this section. So I'm not sure what I'm doing yet. So their to-do list, and I got the idea from one of my viewers. He said, "Why don't you make a situation where he saves the lost spaceship?" And it's like, oh, that is such a good idea. So I'm taking it and I'm rolling with it, you guys. That's what I'm doing right now, guys. Okay, so like I said, if you guys have been following me, you know that none of this is scripted stuff. All this is improv, and I'm just flying by the seat of my pants and just taking the ball and rolling with it, guys. And I hope you're okay with that. This is scripted. I do enjoy cartooning, and I love. You know, when I was a kid, I liked cartooning, and I thought for sure one day that I'd be a cartoonist and get my comic strips, you know, syndicated, and my comic strips would be on the Sunday morning funnies, and that didn't happen. That did not happen. So I opted for YouTube. A million years later. Turkish, oh my gosh. You guys, how very cool. You know what I'm going to have to do? You guys, I'm going to have to get a moderator. It's only because it's hard to interact with my audience because my back is facing this way. So apologies in advance, you guys. I don't need to ignore anybody. I love you guys to the moon and back, all of you. Seriously. Oh, Veal's got his little super suit on. That's right. He shouldn't be having pink belly. belly. He needs to be having a blue belly. With a V. There. Okay. So I hope you guys are having a great day today. It's so funny, you guys. Like I said, I did upload a video describing what the comic strip, what's going on in the comic strip so far. So this is what's happening so far, you guys. Jeremiah, Lola, and Rooster are baby tending little veal. Per Chuck's instructions. Because he just found out that he can, what do you call it? There's a word for it. I'm trying to fish for the term, but I can't remember the term for it. He can pop in and pop out, like Genie. If anyone knows the old sitcom I Dream of Genie, Bill can do the same thing. So can Chuck. So can Mama, because they're space cows, but they have space suits. So, okay. There. Okay. All right. Okay, guys. Let's get this cow party started. So what's going on in the comic strip is I have decided to make all the animal superheroes, and so they're going to they've been enlisted to help save the planet. Is what's going on right now. So what's going on is Veal has the capacity to pretty much, he's got the same powers as Chuck and his mom, is what I'm thinking. Like I said, you guys, you know what? It's anyone's guess because, like I said, I'm making it up as I go. That's the fun part about cartooning, you guys. Let me just tell you something. It is fun. And I'm glad that a lot of people get my humor. Seriously. Like I said, if you like cartooning, you can't be all that bad, guys. Okay, this is, I still haven't gotten a name for Rooster yet. I don't know what to call him. Other than just Rooster. I don't know. I'm not sure. I'm not sure what to call him. I got a little zhuzh here, guys, so I'm gonna fix that. If I can fix it, maybe. Let me see if I can. I think I can. If you guys have ever seen comic strips that cartoonist comic strip panels, you check them out because you're bound to find whiteout strips. on some of them. What an invention. I think that's the best. Better than sliced bread, guys. White out strips. Okay. All right, guys. Okay, here's the gang. Okay, here's the guys. I think I'm gonna put the bus somewhere here. I don't know exactly where I'm gonna put it, guys, but I'm gonna put the bus somewhere here. I don't know. Gotta do some erasing too. See, I think I have some of my things here, guys. Okay, let me just do this real quick, you guys. I'm gonna grab my eraser here. My pink eraser, that's good. You guys, I'm telling you, I misplace stuff. And I don't think it's just absent-mindedness. I've always, unfortunately, yes. I got so many things going on for me. Upstairs right here, it's like I can't keep track of stuff sometimes. That's what happens when you get old, guys. And I'm only speaking for myself, not everyone. I'm just speaking for me there. Okay. Okay, guys. I don't know if I should. You know what? I'm going to. I'm gonna put the little bus, their bus, right here. Sure, why not? Why not? This is your bus. The Amazing 3, I think they had I can't remember what they had. One of their powers, I think it was the horse. I cannot remember. It was a comic. It was an anime cartoon series that was filmed back in the, I think it was maybe the 60s or 70s. Late 60s, early 70s maybe. And I think it was called The Amazing 3. And so one of the animals were able to build things, and the other animal, they all had different attributes that made them superheroes. So my thought is I'm going to give these guys superpowers. So I'm not exactly sure. I need more white out for her. Let me see, I'm gonna get the new one. I have a new one, you guys. That's what I'm gonna do. I keep gumming this one up, so I'll try to figure it out. Okay, I can do it. There. That's okay. These images aren't cemented in stone either, because when I do create the comic strip, or not the comic strip, but the comic book, I plan on polishing them up and making them better looking. All right, so here's my storyboard, you guys. This guy is my storyboards, and then here are my animals. And I keep doing. I'm thinking they have like this. There. Okay, now they're done. Okay, now Veil's gonna disappear. So this storyboard panel is Veil disappearing, because that's what he's been doing lately. So he's been disappearing. He's He's been disappearing and then reappearing. And Chuck isn't, I don't know. Well, that's actually what he's doing right now. So Chuck's not really approving that he keeps doing that, but he's just now trying to figure out what Veal is capable of doing, since he has developed those space cow attributes. So what's going on right now is Veal's coming back from the spaceship. Oh, you know what else? What else? Let me make the spaceship here. Oops. Okay, spaceship. Here's Frank and Herb's spaceship. Okay, spaceship. All right, now. Bill's just disappeared, and these guys going, what? Get my glasses. Okay, so here we go. Here's Lola. There he goes, disappearing again. And she's going, okay. Okay. All right, and here's her little towel. Okay. Okay, she's freaking. And Jeremiah, he's like, nothing phases him. He doesn't have a goatee yet. I'm still trying to decide when to give him one. I know they have those little beards, goats too, so I'm not exactly sure when to give him one. One day it's just going to show up, and they're going to go, what's this thing? And it's like, you say, well, I decided to grow it out. Or something like that. Something like that, guys. I hope you guys are having a great day. I do. I am having a blast. Enjoying my summer break and just chilling out. If you guys are following my blog or my channel, you will know that there's no dogs barking. I've moved away from the farm animals, ironically, right? Moved away from the roosters, the dogs, the speed racers that go zooming up and down the street. There's a lot of speed racers in my old neighborhood, guys. But not anymore. I've migrated. invest in more of these things, guys. Seriously. I love these pens, but they just don't produce enough pink for my animals' bellies. Okay, so not this session, but next session, you guys, I'm gonna go ahead and create the part of the comic strip where they all turn into superheroes. And between now and then, I need to figure out what their superpowers are going to be. We already know that goat can eat anything. That's kind of a superpower all in its own. I don't know what else. Well, he's a goat. Goats eat anything anyway, so I'm thinking maybe he should. I don't know. I don't know, guys. I don't know, guys. I don't know. Okay, Lola. I don't know what I want Lola to be doing either. They're all going to have some kind of superpower, but I'm not exactly sure what superpowers can he have, guys. To be determined, guys. I know, I'll figure it out. 9 times out of 10, when I get creator's block, you guys. 9 times out of 10. If I get creator's block, then I can't think of any ideas to implement, and what I'll do is I'll right, believe it or not, I'll take a nap. And kind of let my brain rest for a minute. And I'm telling you right now, when I wake up, it's like, oh, I got it. Things come to me when I sleep. After a good sleep, I don't know, I don't know why, but it's a lot easier to figure things out once I give my brain a chance to just recoup. And that's basically how I come up with my material. Give my brain a timeout, and after the timeout, it's all good again. It's all good again, guys. I would encourage anyone, if you can't, you have a hard time focusing on anything, I recommend just giving your brain a time out. Taking a nap or anything that gets your mind off of the job at hand. It works for me. I'm just saying, it works for me. Here, let's give her a gray tail. There. Okay, then we gotta make Veil disappearing. So this is Veil disappearing. What? Animals are going, huh? They're going, what? What? There. Jeremiah, he looks like he doesn't care anyway. But I figured I'd make him look a little bit interested in what's going on. There. Okay. Okay, this is this part of the comic strip, this storyboard. Okay, this is the animals. They just are looking at Bill. Now he's there, now he's not. So this is Bill disappearing. That's the storyboard. This is the illustrated graphic. And, oh, doggone it, guys! I'll just make this. There. Spaceship. Okay. Alrighty, let me see. Okay, guys. Oops. Okay, good. All right, that's that done. Okay, guys, now. All right, so the next panel is. Oh, okay, this is the next panel. Bill, Lola's going, Bill, where did you go? Come back here. So Lola already knows that Bill can disappear, pop out and pop in at any given time. So her job was to make sure, keep an eye on Bill, make sure he didn't do stuff like that. Actually, it was all three of their jobs to keep him in line because he was goofing off his new powers. He was being a kid and doing kid stuff. So this is a headshot. This is going to be a headshot of Lola saying, Bill, stop doing that stuff. Come back here. Okay. Okay. She's all mad. Not mad, but just doing like the babysitter thing. It's like, you stay out of trouble. For crying out loud. He's a kid. And so Chuck's got that SC on his chest for Super Cow. It could be Super Chuck too. Right now I'm thinking it's just for Super Cow. So the emblem on Bill's suit is gonna have just the V. Maybe, I don't know. I'm thinking about it. Thanks, you guys. Thank you for stopping in, you guys. I appreciate I appreciate your company. And I love you to death, you guys. Those of you who are, your emotional support, your likes, your shares, all that good stuff, you guys. I appreciate all of it. The whole package deal. I love you guys to death, I'm telling you. My favorite part when I was living in San Diego, you guys, my favorite part about cartooning, I used to work at the San Diego Zoo doing caricature art, and back then they considered that a profession, and it's like, it kind of was, because the minute you get paid for something, it makes you a professional. That's what I learned. No matter what you're doing, if you get paid for it, they consider you professional. You are considered a professional. So at the time, when I was cartooning at the zoo, I I could register as a professional at Comic Con. And so what I'd love doing was going down Artist Alley and get to hang out with all these other cartoonists and got to see how they did their comics, their cartoons and things like this. So cool. What an experience, you guys. Ever get a chance to go to San Diego and go to the Comic Con in San Diego, you guys. It is so friggin' awesome. You would love it. Seriously. You guys would love that stuff. I mean, if you like cartooning as much as I do, and I do like cartoon a lot. I'm not obsessed or anything. I just really, really, really like cartoons. I do. I do like cartoons. Keeps me out of trouble. Okay, she's all kinds of mad because she was supposed to be tending him and he just disappeared in front of her. And she thinks he's doing it on purpose. But this next panel that I'm going to illustrate for you guys paints a different picture. I'll let you know about that in just a minute. Okay. Get back here, Veal. You know Uncle Chuck told you to stick around. Okay, so this is the comic strip panel, or the storyboard, and she's telling, where'd you go? Come back here. And this is her. And then the next panel is Chuck flying in, but I'm not going to have him flying in on this panel. He's just going to pop in. So that's the one that's what I'm going to do for you guys. Okay, and then you can see where's he at. Alright guys, this is the next one. Okay, so what I've been doing is I've been lightly penciling over the illustrations that I'm going to produce in a minute. It's easy for me to do that way. So that's what I'm going to be doing. And what else? I'm using a lighter Sharpie, I'm thinking, because I think the ones that I'm using are a little bit too bold. So let me go ahead and try to do a couple more using my newer Sharpies, guys. They're very, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm just gonna do it this way. I'm gonna use the lighter, or the finer tip, I'm thinking. So I might be traveling this summer. I'm not sure about that, but I tried doing an on-location session not too long ago. I was staying at the Stratosphere, and I did a session in the hotel room that I was staying in. And it turned out okay, I guess. In my opinion. So, that's all I'm saying. It worked out pretty well. So, I'm going to see how it goes later on in the month and see if this on location thing stuff I'm doing works. We'll see, I guess. That's his little cape here. Okay, that's Chuck. And wait a minute. You guys, I may be putting the horse before the cart, or the cart before the horse. Oh, all right. Yeah, this is, I did this out of turn, but that's okay. This, I grabbed the wrong panel, so I'm doing this one. And I'll let you know in a minute. Oh, what's going on? My little pie hole starts yakking. And I lose track, because that's how I roll. That's how I roll. I don't mean to. It just happens. Okay. Oh, you guys. At least I'm having fun. Okay. Jeremiah. Rooster. Rooster kind of adopted Phil. He's kind of like his big brother figure. They formed a bond. And so he likes looking after Phil. This is Rooster. I don't have a name for him yet. I have no idea what to call him. So if anyone has any suggestions, feel free. Feel free to lay him on me. And he has 10 shoes. I was going to give him boots, but you know what? I'm giving him 10 shoes. Okay. Oh, I don't know why I did that this way, but that's okay. It works out better anyway. Bob Ross calls them happy little accidents. Boy, I would have given my eye teeth just to meet the man. It's just the guy was just so talented. Really wished I had an opportunity, but you know, not in this lifetime, I guess. I would have liked to have met Norman Rockwell too. He was alive and well in my time. And then I go dating myself again. It's okay. A couple of artists I would have loved to meet was Charles Schultz, of course. I aspired to be him. And like I said, Norman Rockwell was another one. And who else would I want? There were a couple. Bob Ross, of course. He was just somebody. I don't know why. So I just started working with pastels, you guys, and I really like that medium. It's a really great medium. Okay. what did I do? I'm kind of going off script, you guys. I'm going to go ahead and illustrate this one. Let me color this one in, and then I will come back to this comic strip panel in a second. But I'm here, so I may as well. This is where Chuck is talking to these guys about, okay, yeah, not a good idea that I did this out of sequence, but it is what it is, guys. Life's little things. It's okay. Start getting myself backwards. Here we go. My only excuse is it's a cartoon. Don't say I meant to do that. You can't say that though. Not this time. I didn't mean to go out of turn, but that's okay. It's easier to explain if I do it in sequence, so I'm going to just color this in and then just let you know what's going on. Yeah. Okay, so this is... What was he saying anyway? I have it all written down. It'll come to me. You know what, you guys? I uploaded a video not too long ago before I did my live today. So it pretty much tells you what's going on in the comic strip. And it was plain and simple, just storyboard illustration and explaining what's happening in this series. So that's all. Okay. Go like this. Lola's going, so Lola's telling Chuck on this one, let's see, he is telling these guys that Veal and him are on a mission. They got put on a mission, and that's why they gave Veal the suit, because he's got the space powers, but they gave him a suit because he's joining a task force to save the planet. So that's what's going on. Veal's part of a task force, and Chuck has already told Veal about what his job is. And so what happened was Veal was goofing around after Chuck told him, you know, you have a job here. We're supposed to be on a mission to save the planet, and you're part of this mission. You know, your mom's a space cow, and she has a role to play. Her powers are to keep the polar ice caps from melting, or she has the ability to melt the polar ice caps. And that's why the aliens kidnapped her, the fish people, because their planet is running out of water. And so they were going to take over planet Earth and melt the polar ice caps so that they could inhabit the Earth. If you guys are keeping up with the comic strip, that's what's going on. I hope that makes sense, you guys. If it doesn't, read the comic strip. I'm telling you. Sometimes I can get confused too. I'm telling you. I do get confused. Like, now what was I thinking when I did this? What was I thinking? And and then I take a nap, I wake up, and it makes sense. I like doing this anyway, you guys. I really do enjoy doing this for you. Okay, I have a couple of blues that I want to think about using here. I like that blue. This is a good blue. I like it. So this is what I'm going to give Jock. This is a great looking blue. Boy, I'm telling you one thing. Yeah, that's a good one. Plenty of ink to work with. You know, and I don't have Photoshop or anything yet, but I plan on, you know, getting that application, getting the software. And when I do decide to start integrating these into my comic book, then I will go ahead and create a palette, a color palette as to what colors I'm going to use for the uniforms, for the backgrounds, and all that other stuff. So this isn't cemented in stone. This is just kind of like illustrating an idea for the series, the concept of this comic strip. So far I've been pretty lucky, guys. Seriously, I've been really lucky so far. I'm really lucky doing this. There, okay. He has white tennis shoes, by the way. There. Okay. All right, so. Here's Jeremiah. That's funny. Okay, there you go. Okay, guys, there you go. Live stream. Live stream at its finest. Okay. I got all your bases covered. All right. Let's see. Okay, guys. Okay, so this is what's going on. That is finished. All right. That's wearing a super suit, real. And I'm gonna do one more comic strip panel, you guys, and this is the one that I should have done first. This is what you call an oopsie. Okay. Spaceship here. You guys. All right, guys, so what I'm going to do is I have a little bit of an interruption with the audio, so I'm going to go ahead and call this done for a minute. Okay. I've got one more to do, but we have something going on with the audio, so I'm going to call this done for a minute. And I'll do some more cartooning for you later on, guys. Oh, thanks. You guys, I'm not ignoring you. I promise. Thank you so much for coming by and visiting me. And like I said, I have no control over the audience, so apologies in advance. And what I'll do is I'm going to take, let's see, it's around 11 o'clock Las Vegas time, so I'm going to take a little bit of a lunch break, and hopefully this additional audio will mellow out, and I'll come back and hang out with you guys. Roman, Fernham, thanks. You guys rock, and I appreciate you hanging out with me and my sounds. And boy, I wish that sound wasn't ringing in my ears, but sometimes you just can't help these things. So let me go ahead and take a lunch break, and I'll come back later and finish up this session with you guys. Thanks again for joining me. I love you guys to the moon and back. And I'll be back later on to finish this session. Thanks again, and you guys take care. Namaste.